I want you first to go ahead and define the word measurement. What does that even mean, to measure something, right? So with your partner right now, your partner is also the videographer, right? With your partner, what is measurement? What does that mean, to measure something, right? Tell your partner. If you don't know, right, just go ahead and put your hand up right now. I don't know what the word measure means, right? But if you do know, explain it to your partner.
Do you know what is measurement? No?
Good.
Not.
Don't know. Okay, we don't know. We don't know. That's okay. That's okay. When, come on up here, she. Right. How tall is she, do you think? How tall do you think she is?
1 meter 60.
1 meter 50.
Okay. Okay. And how tall am I, do you think?
1 meter 70.
Okay. What do you think the difference is between the two of us?
15.
Just guess.
15, 16.
Yeah. Okay. You think it's just about that much?
Yes.
Okay. What do you call that whenever we go like that? Do you know what that is? Okay. It's called measuring. It's to measure something. Everybody repeat after me. To measure.
To measure.
Right? Measure. This is her measurement. Okay? Now what do you call that in French or Arabic?
Mesure, les mesures.
Oh man, so close. So close. Okay? So now do you know what measuring is?
Yes.
Okay? So we can measure somebody's height. We can measure somebody's what?
Short. Short.
Okay, how okay. What else?
Fat.
Right? Right? What are other things that we can measure?
Thin.
I want you to think right now with your partner. I want you to go ahead and go on for about 45 seconds and think of 5 things that you can measure. Okay? Let's do it, everybody. 5 things that you can measure.
We can measure our feet.
Yes.
We can
I'm
measure.
here. I'm here.
We can measure our feet. We can measure
The volume of water.
yes, we can measure our hair. Desk. Yes. We can measure.
Not just about body, or we can measure a lot of things.
Yes.
The
Okay, give me
quantity
something.
of,
Let's do it. What can we do? 5 things. 1,
Tall.
how tall you are. Well, we got that one. Okay? Yep.
Fat.
How fat you are. Give me another one.
Our hair.
How short?
Okay, well, that's height, right? Just all of it. Whether you're tall or you're short, that's your height. Short.
Long hair. Long hair.
Okay. Length of your hair, right? Another one?
The
Name.
I don't know.
just
What do you want to, what would you like to say?
Arm.
Use your hands.
No.
Arm.
So the width
Yes.
of the room, right? Thank you. Exactly. This is a math type of thing, right? We're not only going for height, but we're also going for width, right? Measuring distance. Thank you so much.
yeah.
Woo!
Density.
Woo!
Mass.
Woo! Okay, now we're getting warmer, right? We're getting warmer. We're getting warmer. How about we go 15 seconds of thinking about one more thing that we can measure, and then I'd like you to go on for 45 seconds and talk about why is it important that we know how to measure things, right? Why is it important? Because if we don't know, then we shouldn't learn it, right? But I want you to think of, why is it important? Do you know what the word essential means?
Yes.
Yes.
You have to have it. It's not just like, oh, it's a good idea. No, you have to do it, right? Why do we have to measure? So think of one more thing that we measure, and then after that, why do we have to measure things, right?
One thing we have to measure. I think
We can measure our feet.
our
And
arms.
it's
Our
important to
hands.
measure because we can't live without.
We have to. We have
Two?
We can't live without
where
knowing the distance and of the countries. And it's important because
if you
Yes,
want
it's
to
necessary
buy,
because
Why it's important to know the distance of our country, not the distance, but
it's important.
superficie. Why?
It's important because we have to know
how if you want to
because if you want to travel, you have to know how many hours you're going to.
Okay, it's good. Yes.
Easy, and
Okay, superstars, give me something. Why is it important? Why is measuring anything important? Math man?
It's important, like if you want to buy clothes, we have to know the size. During traveling, know the distance between cities.
Okay, clothes.
Yeah,
Travel. Another one. Give me another one. Yes.
We have to know the density of things to create like technology and
Okay, one more time. For what?
density and the mass
Okay.
and
Right? Density. Yep. And
volume.
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 Sure. What do we need volume for? Who cares?
chemical experience.
Yes.
For okay, so you need it for chemistry, right? You
And
need it
math.
for chemistry, right? For what?
For cooking.
Cooking. Thank you so much, right? We've got to think of it in terms of like, what's the basic need, right? Because otherwise it's just like abstract stuff like mass, volumicity. It's like, but why? Why do we need to do it? Okay. I have one more little question for you before we start working on calculating density and volume. Inshallah, you've already done some of these things at school. Haven't done it in English, so we'll do it in English today, and that'll be useful for you. I want you to talk about when do you get your best ideas? When do you have your best ideas where you're like, oh, that's really cool, and it's your idea, you thought it. When do you have those types of ideas? I'd like to just shake it up a little bit. Shake it up a little bit. Different partners, please. Okay. Somebody else you have not talked to. Somebody else you haven't talked to. Okay. Somebody else that you haven't talked to.
I have my
me.
I have my
tell
best
me.
ideas when I'm painting and drawing.
When
And
I
I
forgot.
have good ideas when
The question when?
When you have your
okay.
best ideas.
Best idea.
We don't have it.
I think
I
that's,
have
we
my
have,
best idea
our
when I'm
best
going to
ideas
sleep.
when we're relaxed.
And I have my best ideas
We're home or
when I'm in a very
in a place that's
very
like
hard situation and have to.
when our mind is relaxed.
I have
is,
good
yeah, you
idea
have
when
to think,
I'm relaxing and when I'm
And I think we have a good idea when we are
Yes, and when
doing
I'm doing
something
my
that we
because we
love,
love. Yeah,
like experiments
yeah.
in
Okay,
chemistry.
give me something. Best ideas, please. Just call me Jamal. Just call me Jamal. Get your money's worth.
Not Mr. Morelli,
Just Jamal's fine. Just Jamal's fine. I have a lot of things to teach you, so we'll just get over the teacher part. Yep. Yes. Please.
I have my best idea when I am in my bed drawing or
Okay.
writing something.
Okay.
And my room is quiet.
All right. So when you're an artist, you like to just draw pictures, then you have
No,
ideas.
I'm not artist. I'm just
Art. Artist. Yeah. Okay. All right. So you enjoy drawing, and then you have really cool ideas when you're doing it. Great. Thank you. Yeah. Yes, please.
I have my best ideas when I'm in a very hard situation. Have
Interesting.
to.
Well, wow. That's quite different from your mom.
I have a hard situation. I'm blocked.
As soon as she gets stressed, she turns into ice. Just freezes. Okay, cool. So stress-free. I'm also like this. I kind of
Sometimes that's all of it.
when I'm stressed, I end up just kind of coming up with creative things. But also the opposite's also true. I think whenever I'm kind of running, I often have like an idea. Yep.
Listening to music.
Listening to music.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm relaxed.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it sounds like we're also kind of coming up with ideas on how to make classes more interesting. Like we're talking about this, and it's just like, so if you have really good ideas, maybe there should be more music and more drawing and things like that, even in your math and science classes. It might make it more fun. How about for you?
I have my best ideas when I don't have work to do and I say
When you don't, when you're really relaxed, when you're not stressed out, no work.
yes.
And
Okay.
we're watching TV.
Okay, really? Sometimes just watching TV, you can get ideas. Okay.
All the time.
Okay, that's interesting. All right, hit me. Last
I
one.
have my best idea when I'm going to sleep.
When you're going to sleep. Okay, so she was talking about being in bed. Is that kind of similar for you? Okay, okay. All right. Anybody get any good ideas when sitting in a bath? Okay, with your partner right now, what kind of good ideas could you get in a bath? If you were just sitting in a bath, what do you imagine you could be, just, and I only want you to go for about 30 to 45 seconds right now with your partner. What good ideas might you have if you were in a bath?
I will think.
I don't think about it. How to change the word?
I think that Sarah will have
Ideas when I'm
ideas
in
also
the
in my
bed,
future.
I can
What so will you
have,
after?
I can think about
Who I will meet?
You worried a lot of your future.
Yeah.
about what I'm going to do after the bath, about what I'm going to do.
Nothing.
Okay, that's
I
it.
never-
Give me something. Somebody just said something
Never
interesting,
think
yeah?
about
You know that why he asked
Go ahead, talk to
this
me.
question?
Yeah.
Why? Because there is
When
a
do you
scientific
get
who had an idea when
ideas?
he was
and everybody,
in his
it's
bath.
that magic
Nothing?
moment right now that we should have our notebooks out, right? We're warmed up right now. Everybody should have a notebook out, notebook and pen, pencils. We're gonna need, and it's really excellent for you to have a notebook for this class, not pieces of paper, because pieces of paper usually disappear within 30 minutes of the class ending. So have a notebook, and if you don't have a notebook, have one for the next class, Sean. For now, you can go ahead and use paper. If you don't have any paper, you can borrow some, but be sure to say, thank you for saving me. Thank you for making my life complete. Thank you for saving me. I love you. You can say that. Like to. There you go. Good. Yep. When do you get your best ideas? So we had near sleep, right? We had listening to music, right? We had drawing while drawing, right? Had stressed when stressed, but also when relaxed.
Watching TV.
Right? While watching TV. Every student in the world is going to be happy to hear that one. If it was true that helped, they're like, you see, I need to watch more TV, Mom. It really helps. Okay. Okay. So everyone, what kind of great ideas do we have? Could we have in a bath? What? Okay, yeah. I didn't hear it, but it seemed funny. Yes? No ideas.
How to change the word.
How to change?
The word.
How to change the world?
And sometimes I think about I can be like Einstein and to create something very new and to be more popular and famous in the world.
Okay, and that could happen in the bath.
Yes, and one time I
Just tell me what.
I don't know the word.
Just try and explain it. You can use your hands. You can use another word. Mhm.
I was thinking about something in maths, and after I said, example, if that is a plus that, so we can do that. And after, and when
You solved the math problem.
no,
Yeah.
after when I'm tomorrow where I will go to school, I tell that to my teacher, and she said, yes, that you're going to study it when you're going to be in the high school.
Okay. Huh. Super cool.
Sometimes, yes.
That's super cool. Okay, everybody, I'm going to need you. Thank you for sharing that. Everybody, I'm going to need you right now to take careful notes. There's going to be a game at the end of class that we're going to play together. There are two things we're going to need to do before we play that game, but we don't need to do it now. I'm going to need to give you the Wi-Fi code so that we can all play Kahoot together. You brought your phones? Everybody has their phone? Yes? Okay. I think your phone's a little bit charged. I'm going to put it on here to charge it too. I had to take it off the charger. Right now, be certain to take excellent notes. Now, I've listened to this a couple of times, and I think it's at your level. And again, the notes, you're going to need them for the game that's at the end, right? If you can get a perfect score on the game, I'm going to give you an iPod, which I brought with me today. So let's see, where is it? Here it is. This is going to be yours. Okay. So take careful notes, right? Take careful notes. Here. Here. Good shot. Now we'll get a nice sound here.
Some of the best opportunities to learn are the moments in which we are perplexed. Those moments in which you begin to wonder and question.
Tell me something right now. Is that too fast for you? Just say yes, it's too fast. Or no, it's okay.
It's okay.
No, not so very okay.
Too fast. Too fast. Too fast. The majority rules. Let's go ahead and slow it down a little bit. Let's try this.
These moments have happened. Some of the best opportunities to learn are the moments in which we are perplexed.
How about that?
Yes.
Still too fast?
No.
No, it's okay? Don't be shy. You don't have to say, oh yeah, but he slowed it down, so I should tell him. All right, you're okay?
Yes.
Okay. Get those notes ready.
Those moments in which you begin to wonder and question. These moments have happened throughout history and have led to some truly amazing discoveries. Take this story, for example. There once was a fellow named Archimedes. He was born in 287 BC in the city of Syracuse in Sicily.
Did you get that?
No.
Okay.
Some truly amazing discoveries. Take this story, for example. There once was a fellow named Archimedes, who was born in 287 BC in the city of Syracuse in...
And that's the last time I'm going to stop it. The way you need to organize your notes. I'm thinking about science, but I'm also thinking about TOEFL. Get the main idea early. Can you please tell your partner, what is a main idea? Explain it to your partner right now. What is a main idea? Very quickly, everybody. I don't have a lot of time to go through this. What does that mean? What does it mean? What is a main idea?
It's a general idea of the subject, like the name, when he was born, what he was doing.
Abdullah? Go ahead. Yep.
It's the general idea about the subject.
The whole thing, right?
Yeah.
The whole thing. We know that they were talking about getting a great idea, Archimedes, and that's it. We're in the beginning. It's not going to change, and then at the very end, it's like, and that's why American baseball is this, right? It's not going to change like that. It's going to be, this is the direction we're going. So start building from your main idea right here, right? All of your ideas, just like when you make those brainstorm circles, start attaching it, right? Make a little cloud. Let's go ahead and get this.
He was a Greek mathematician, physicist, engineer, inventor, and astronomer. One day, Archimedes was summoned by the king of Sicily to investigate if he had been cheated by a goldsmith. The king said he had given a goldsmith the exact amount of gold needed to make a crown. However, when the crown was ready, the king suspected that the goldsmith cheated and slipped some silver into the crown, keeping some of the gold for himself.
Stop for a moment, okay? I want you to catch up on your notes. You have 15 seconds to catch up on your notes, everyone. Catch up? Okay. Catch up on your notes. What did you see? What did you understand? And 5, 4, 3, 2. I want you to turn to the person next to you right now and explain to them, what did you understand from this so far? What's happening, right? Go ahead, turn to your partner right next to you right now. You two can work together. You two can work together. Abdullah, you two are going to work together.
What did you understand?
I understand he gave the Archimede a gold to
Who gave
the king. He gave the person some gold, and he told him to create.
Okay, let's stop there for a moment because we got a lot to
crown
cover.
with
Go ahead, hit
the
me.
gold, but it was cheap.
Let's stop there. Give me something. Archimedes, sure.
Archimedes born in 287.
Okay, wait. Now, of course, that's important. But what's the main idea? What are we looking for here? Right?
He's
Yep.
physicist.
Okay, he was a scientist,
Yes,
right?
and engineer.
Astronomer.
Engineer, right? Where is this story going so far? What have we learned in this first part with the king that he's talking about? Abdullah?
Someone give to the king a gift, but the gold was cheated of the.
Right. It was supposed to be a gold crown, but the king thought maybe he mixed something else in there, right?
Yeah.
Now, if somebody gave you something that was supposed to be gold, or supposed to be a dirham, you could even say that, right? You could say if somebody gave you 10 dirhams, how would you know if it was real or not? How would you know if it was a fake? Okay. Hold on. I want you to tell your partner right now. What are the ways that you would know? If somebody gave you a bag and said, here's a bag of 10 dirhams, there's about 1,000 dirhams inside this bag. How would you know if they were really 1,000 dirhams of dirhams or not? How would you be able to test that, right? With your partner right now.
To smell the money, because they have a smell.
A special smell. What
And
other?
there when I was in the forest, they have like markers, and if they write on the paper, and they have some mark, it's the false one, but it is.
All right, let's
I
stop
saw
there.
it.
Hit me. Give me something.
And they have
In
some
the
machine.
money
They
they have
put
some numbers and we can.
No, but it's dirhams.
Sure, you can fake it, right? You can fake it if you had it on the dirhams. Couldn't you? Couldn't you just copy some different numbers on there and make the person think that? Is that possible? Right? It's possible, right?
To smell the money
Because
the
fake
paper.
dirhams smell different from. Okay.
because the paper,
Not the paper ones. I'm talking about the coins. The coins.
Yeah. Try to buy something.
Teacher,
They'll
we
wait.
have to do physical experiment.
You have to do some kind of physical experiment on it, right? You're going to have to, right? You're going to have to tell. You don't have to do a chemical one, but you will have to do a physical one. Sure. Okay. Well, you are thinking the same way that the king did, and Archimedes was given this problem. Remember, stay on top of your notes. When you're taking notes, don't write full sentences. That's a bad idea, and it's boring. One, it's boring, which is very important for all of you, important for me too, to write full sentences. Two, it doesn't help. It will never help you to sit there writing complete sentences. Just get the key idea, just the one little idea, little idea, little idea. No one needs to understand your notes except for you. So whatever you do is fine. You want to draw pictures? It's fine, right? Make little arrows and squiggles and rainbows and emoticons and emojis. Do it, right? They're your notes, okay?
The king asked Archimedes to solve the problem. But there
What was the problem?
Is there
Is the coin is fake or not?
Thank you so much. Exactly.
the catch. He couldn't do any damage to the crown. One day, while taking his bath, Archimedes noticed that the water level in the bathtub rose and overflowed as he immersed himself into the tub. He suddenly realized that how much water was displaced depended on how much of his body was immersed. This discovery excited him so much that he jumped out of the tub and ran through the streets naked, shouting, "You're
Okay? Explain to your partner what just happened, everybody. Explain to your partner what happened. What discovery did he make? Okay, I'd like you two to work together. Shema, I'd like you two to work together. You two can continue with each other right now. Yep. What happened?
Tell me what happened.
One day the Archimedes discover the secrets and they go to the...
How? Do you know the secret?
No, I don't
No.
know.
But I think he has an idea when he was taking a shower, no? When he was in his bath.
And he go...
But what? Okay, now hold on a second. But what did he discover? What was the discovery? Yes. Hold on. Let's have a listen. What was it? Was it the density? Okay. Did he? Well, how did he discover that? Let's listen, everybody, because maybe here's our answer.
He was in the bath and he saw that the water...
Overflow.
He saw that the water go...
Okay. So everybody, the word we want to use here is overflow. Write it down. Here we go. Let me write it for you here. Right?
Overflow.
Write it right here. One of our words we want is overflow. Another word we want is displacement. Right? And if that's not the same word that you use in French, I will eat my hand. But I bet that that word is the same word that you use. That's my guess. I could be wrong, but that's my guess. Okay? Overflow. When something cut, right? There's a flow, but if I keep pouring and pouring and pouring and pouring and it comes out, that's overflow. What is it?
overflow?
What is overflow?
When the water go out.
Outside of the...
Okay, right, it comes out. Okay, great. Right. See what we can do here.
What did he find? Well, he found a way to solve the king's problem. You see, Archimedes needed to check the crown's density to see if it was the same as the density of pure gold. Density is a measure of an object's mass divided by its volume. Pure gold.
Okay. Did everyone get the formula? What is it?
Mass.
Divised by volume.
What's this?
Density.
A density.
Okay, now sometimes whenever you're taking this in science class, you'll see it written as a P. Almost,
Yes.
It looks like a little bit like a P, but here we've got it as a D. Density and
Mass divided by volume.
for volume, right? Absolutely.
1 gram.
Okay? Now, when we measure the volume, what measurement do we use? With your partners right now, do you know what measurement do we use when we measure volume? Talk to your partners. You might know, you might not know. Tell your partners right
What
now.
measure we
Okay?
use?
Yep.
I don't know.
Yep. I'd like you two to work together again. I'd like you two to work together again. Yep. Actually, I'd like you two to work together. I'd like you two to go ahead and work together. Yep, that's fine.
What measurement we use
Yep, there you
for
go.
volume?
1 gram cc.
It's 1 gram on cc or 1 gram on
1 gram. No,
1 gram
density.
to measure the volume. It's not a matter.
Anybody know?
Matter.
Anybody know?
Yes.
Okay. Shema?
It's 1 gram on cc or 1 gram on ml.
Well, gram is for what?
It's
Gram is actually for something different.
meter cube.
gram belongs
ML.
up here, everybody. Right? So this is where you're going to have your grams and milligrams and kilograms. It's here for the mass. Okay? So be sure that you write that down in your notes, that up here is where you're going to have that. Down here is what?
ML or metric cube.
Thank you, exactly. You're going to have milliliters or cubic centimeters, right? So you can either have cm cubed, right, for cubic centimeters, or you will have ml for milliliters. Good. Good. Okay, let's watch on. Let's watch on. So all we have to do is divide that into that, and we arrive at our density. One thing that we didn't talk about yet is, what does that mean? What is the difference, for example, between mass and volume? Okay? Talk with your partner right now. Just talk with your partners. Okay? We'll talk about it in a bit. Short. What is the difference between mass and volume? Right now, hold on, everybody. Before you start talking and you say, "Oh, I don't know," you do know. Look right here. What's the difference between mass and volume?
See in the
Volume example, it's like how much water on a place on some. Okay, it's as volume, and the mass.
3 dimension.
3 dimensions. It's
Three.
Three. It's
What's the land?
the land, the L, capital L, small L, and
What does it mean?
and H.
Okay, hit me. Can we get something here? What's the difference? Yes. You want to tell me? Oh, yeah. We'll just try all sides of the room. Yep.
Sure.
Just about.
The difference is the mass is with the crowd, and the mass we measure the mass of something, but the volume is
It's the weight.
For example, if we wanted to measure mass, would we measure it with this or this? Which one? This one? Say yes?
yes.
Or this one?
No volume.
No. Okay. Absolutely not, right? So we would use this. Now, of course, if this was our actual science lab, we wouldn't be using this. But today, this is what we would call, in the lower ninth ward of New Orleans, ghetto science, right? So we've got everything that you can get at a Walmart or a Marjan, but this is not bought at the local chemistry lab. So, right? That's how we're going to go ahead and measure it. So we've got the mass. Where? Which one? Okay, right. And then the volume in what?
On the cup.
What does volume mean?
How much place the water or something take in something with tree.
Boom! Yes, that's absolutely right. Right, that's absolutely right. Okay, good job. Good job. All right, everyone. So in that case, the very last thing I want you to talk about, let's switch it up a little bit. It's good to talk to different people. You gave me a good answer for mass. You gave me a good answer for volume. In that case, what is density? What does that mean? Okay? So here, I'd like you two to work together. Okay? I'd like you two to work together, and I'd like you two to work together. What is density?
It's the mass of something on the
Mass of something in
Density is the rapport between mass and volume of things.
And also just say what is density?
I don't know. I forgot. You have already have a lesson about this, about density. I think yes, in physics.
Okay,
You have already.
Just mathematics we do like numbers, but we don't know what.
Does it mean?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let's go ahead and hear her answer.
Density is a physical property. Is when we throw something in the water that you see what they will do, and after you guess it depends on the.
Okay,
how close.
now you're making it more abstract. There's something we can say about density.
It's how.
Well, whether something or not, whether it's going to float or not, that's an important part about density. Absolutely, right? Mm-hmm.
And it's on how closest packet together the atoms are.
Right? Thank you. Right? It has to do with that. When we talk about, for example, a person being dense, the Hulk, for example, is usually he's dumb, right? He's just he's always right. And when we talk about somebody being stupid in America, we say that guy is dense. He's totally dense because we're saying that the information doesn't get in. Because, like you said, everything is so compact. It's very, very compact. If that woman comes up the stairs, she's going to freak out. It'll fall down with the next spout of water. Okay, so what we want to do now is we're going to have our own, and thank you for the answer, that's absolutely right. We're going to have our own density experiences. So what I'm going to ask you all to do is kind of come around here. I'm going to give everybody something different to do. So come on down. I would like someone, for example, to go from these rocks, right? Working together. Make sure that you have your notes ready, because you're going to need to take notes on things here, right? We have jobs to do. We have jobs to do. I would like you to arrive at 104. Should I take this off, or do you like it like this? You like me to take it off? Okay. Let's check. You liked it? You liked it? Okay. Yeah. All right. So we want 140 grams of these blue rocks. Okay? I need you to double check and make sure what amount of milliliters are in here, what amount of cubic centimeters are in this water, okay? And write it down. Write them down, right? Because we need to know. We need to know how much is in there right now. Shema, can I get you to go ahead and put some, yeah, I want you to have 140 grams of blue rocks.
Others.
140 grams of blue rocks on there. There. Now, when we want to check to see the level, if we were going to use right properly, we need to actually kind of get down at the level where the water is. You can't look at it from here. You have to look at it from down here in order for it to be right. Okay? So, here, what level do you have, everyone?
850 and here 800.
It's 800. Can somebody please get this one to 800?
What?
We need this one at 800. Okay, so find a way to get this one at 800, please. Get it to 800. Right? And do it without making a mess.
Shema, you can.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay?
Yeah.
What do we have? We've got it?
Yeah.
800 and 800? You want to double check? Yes. Want to make sure? Okay. Shema, do we have 140 grams of rocks yet? Or not yet?
No.
Okay, everyone, tell her when it's ready. Okay, she's putting them on there. So you're responsible to check out what the balance is saying. Check out what the weight is saying. All right, and when she gets to 140, tell her to stop. Right, because we don't want it to go over that amount. Got it?
Yes.
That's it? It's the exact amount? Okay. It's perfect. She's saying it's not right. It's not right. It's at 200. We don't want it at 200. We want it at 140. 140. Yep.
Yes.
Got it?
Yes.
Okay, so let's go ahead and take these ones away for right now so that they don't confuse us. Count how many there are right there. Take those off, and I need you to tell me how much this one is. Okay, you can take those off now. We have 140. Everyone write it down. How many rocks are there?
Yeah.
11. Okay, see, this is where all that counting that you love doing is kind of really useful now. We knew that there would be some value to learning counting in class. Here we go. 11 rocks. We have 11 blue rocks. You need to write that down, right? 11 blue rocks. is 140 grams. That is our mass. That's our mass, right? So can somebody tell me how much this one is, please?
It's 190.
Are you absolutely sure?
No.
80, 90.
Double check here to see that it's not, that the balance, look guys, that's not accurate. Right? You didn't have that accurate. You gotta slide it back here. There you are.
Yeah.
Okay, and now?
It's 170 or something.
140.
Yes, 140.
140 again. As if by magic, as if I prepared for this lesson. Okay, so that's exactly right. The two of them are the same. They should be the same. Do you want to double check on your rocks right quick? Check one more time. And I'd like you on this side over here, go ahead and figure out what the volume is. On your side, you're gonna find out the volume for this. On your side, you're still working out this. Volume, what is the volume of this? You're gonna find out. You're gonna find out. Remember that what is our base for the water, everyone? Oh, no, 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 no. That's the certain way to me putting you into the, yeah. And we're gonna do the whole Archimedes thing on you. Yes, okay, so we want the volume now. You're gonna find it. What's the base? What did we put in here? How much water is in here? 800 milliliters. So that's where we're starting, okay? Figure out the volume. Do we have it? It's 140?
Yes,
It's still good? 11? Okay. And on your side, find out the volume of those 11 rocks, please.
We have to put it in water.
The three of you are working together right now. You're going to go ahead and put it in the water. You have to, right? You can't find volume here without, look, displacing.
Yeah, I understand.
Placing, displacing. We're going to go ahead and displace the water
Thank
now.
you.
Yep, there you go.
It's what?
Remember to get down there. Get down there.
We find
You
It's
found it.
Here is 550.
You did. Okay, fantastic. They found their volume first. You found your volume pretty soon afterwards. How much is yours?
100.
100 what?
Liter.
Milliliters. Everybody say milliliter. Milliliter, milliliter. How much? Okay, 100 milliliters or 100 cubic centimeters. One more time.
100 cubic centimeters.
Everybody right now?
100 cubic centimeters.
Thank you so much. And on your side, how much was yours?
I found 50 milliliter.
Right? 50 milliliters or?
Cubic centimeter.
Everyone, cubic centimeter, cubic centimeter, cubic centimeter, cubic centimeter, cubic centimeter. Got it?
Yeah.
How much?
50, because here we have 800,
Right?
and with the rocks it's 850.
Thank you so much. Okay, listen, superstars, this is what we do now. We've got it. We've got our mass. We've got our volume. Now go ahead and figure out the density.
What is the density?
Go ahead and figure out the density.
Which one is the correct one? Which one is the correct?
Oh, well, they're both correct.
No.
Right? It doesn't match, right? So that we're going to have two different densities. Right?
You have the same mass, but the volume is different. So
Okay, let's have a look.
density, it's not the same object.
Hold on a second. Okay.
So the
Where's
density?
there's your 140, right? And you've got 100. Absolutely. So you've got
What is the density?
1.4 grams per cubic centimeter. Absolutely. Okay, we've got a winner on this side of the room. Yeah. How about over here? Yes?
2.8.
You've got 2.8 for your answer. You want to double check that?
Yes.
You want to double check your division?
No, because we have 50.
Mm-hmm.
Divided by.
We haven't 100.
Okay, everyone. So on your side, you had 2.8, you
Yes.
That
It's
was
two.
I find 2.8 milliliter.
said? Fantastic.
Yes.
Fantastic. And our side?
1.4.
Okay, 1.4. I need you, and if you want to come over and talk with them for a moment or two, I need you to talk with your partner. Which one was more dense, right? Which one of these was more dense? And did the answer, because for a second you're like, which one is right? Did the answer surprise you that we had the same weight, but different densities, right? With your partners right now. The weight was the same, but we had different densities, right? Talk with your partners. Talk with your partners.
Because we have a lot of rocks and then we have just one.
Yes.
And
This
on,
one is,
and there is space on the stuff we have.
This one is bigger than the.
Yes, and they have more space on. So
Because
Yes.
the volume is different
Yeah,
from
that's
the
they don't have the same volume.
Yes.
Not the same
Sure,
size.
things can have the same mass but not the same volume.
Mm-hmm.
So the density change.
So the change.
Lovely, lovely. Okay, everyone, can I talk you into finding maybe, do we have any other, I brought my own things. I brought some of my own things here. Maybe you can do it yourselves. Okay, how about this? See what we can do. I think these will probably end up floating. How about on your side? Count those, see if there's any, what we've got for that. How about on your side? You've got this. Right? You've got this.
Angelo toys.
Right? Yep. Make sure that you have, listen, everyone, make sure you have their information and make sure that you, on your notes, have their information, right? Keep it in English or I get to eat you.
No, it's 80. No,
The
20.
volume doesn't
If
change.
you get down, there you go. If you get down right at that level, you'll see that it is not the same. It's not the same.
And take off rock.
No, we can just
No, you have to. You can. Also, you can.
You can take those blue rocks out and put them into, you're going to need to take the blue rocks
want
out so
to-
that you can start at 800 and put them into here so that we don't keep the mess all.
But they can keep
just
rock.
keep them because they have we can not obligatory.
But it's better since you've got 800 as your, 800 milliliters is your base. She needs to weigh that. There you go. Okay, slide your heads on down there, remember, Lena? Okay. Right, gonna get down there and make sure that you got the exact amount, right?
50.
Not 50, 40.
Yes.
No, because they have others.
Okay. Remember to share the information with your partners too. Share your information with your partners too. I'm willing to sacrifice at least one of my pencils here. Why don't you grab one of those colored pencils out of the box there?
Yes.
Yeah, there you are. And that's not going to go all the way down. We want something that's going to sink. Okay. All right, superstars. What do we have?
Teacher, we have 20 for the mass 20
Okay, what were you measuring?
grams.
Okay, what were you measuring the density of? What was the object?
The
Rings.
Those little rings, the little curtain rings, okay? Yep. Mm-hmm.
and we should have
So the mass was what? How many grams?
20.
There were 20 grams. Okay, very light.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And for volume, 840.
840.
It's
So it's 40 milliliters, 40 cubic centimeters, okay? So then what's the density?
It's 0.02 gram on
Per.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Rocked it. Yep.
0.0 and
Okay. Okay. For what? What was your object?
from the car.
All right. Okay, the toy car. All right. Thank you. Everyone, you got your note hand ready? You can stay exactly where you are right now, or you can go back to your desk. It's your choice. I'm going to go ahead and finish this video right now. Right? We're going to go ahead and finish the video. Go ahead and hop back up. If you want to sit down and take notes, do you prefer to be sitting where you are? You okay? Great. Let's do it. And there we go. Remember that we're still gonna have enough time for the game. We're gonna keep on keeping on. Keep those notes accurate, right?
Gold is very dense, while silver is less dense. So if there was silver in the crown, it would be less dense than if it were made of pure gold.
Right? So in our story, the thing that we did today, we can imagine that there were two crowns, except one was made of blue rocks, and one was made of the broken vase decoration for the aquarium. They looked exactly the same. You couldn't see any difference. The weight was the same, but we know from the density, one of them must have been of a different material, right? And that's how we ended up knowing there was a difference between the rocks and the decoration. Here, this is how they found out if it was the gold or the silver. And this is how you would find out if your dirhams were fake or not. You said it before, but somebody had mentioned you're going to have an experiment where you're going to go ahead and test it. This would be an experiment you could do. Right? There are other experiments too, but this would be a physical one.
But no matter what it was made of, the crown would be the same shape, which means the same volume. So if Archimedes could measure the mass of the crown first and then measure its volume, he could find out how dense it was. But it is not easy to measure a crown's volume. It has an irregular shape that's different from a simple box or ball. You can't measure its size and multiply it like you might for other shapes. The solution, Archimedes realized, was to give the crown a bath. By placing it in water and seeing how much water was displaced, he could measure the volume. Then he'd calculate the density of the crown. If the crown was less dense than pure gold, then the goldsmith most definitely cheated the king. When Archimedes went back to the king and did his test...
Hold on. We don't know what's going to happen. Was he cheated or not? With your partners right now, I need you to explain. What did they just do? Abdullah, I'd like you two to work together. I would like you two to work together right now. Jamal, I'd like you. What did he do? What did he do? How did he do it? Do you know what he did? Can you explain it scientifically? Can you explain it with the formula right now? Right? I want you to speak like scientists now, not just like English students, right? What did he do?
What he do?
Which
In English.
one is the
What he did? Archimedes. What? How
No,
did they know that?
which the density of gold is bigger than the density of the fake coin.
He will compare it the density of the the gold and the density of the crown, and if the same density,
It's not the fake one. It isn't.
and if the density change, that means that it's a fake one.
All right.
Okay.
I understand that, but I don't.
All right. Yeah, let's go ahead. What have you got? Go ahead and explain.
he measured the mass and he found the formula. He has to make the mass. He has to divide the mass and the volume, but he don't have the formula to the volume, so he made the object in water. This thing in water.
Okay.
And
Crown.
yes,
Mhm.
and he found the volume.
Okay. How did he find out that gold? It wasn't completely gold? Or, yeah, how was he testing it?
He throw the crown in the water and
threw it?
gold in the water, and if they have the same density and volume, the
Same density,
he doesn't shit in, but if
Sure. Yeah. Anything to add? You understand? We're almost out of time. We're going to kill two birds with one stone. I need you to get online. I need you to get online right now, okay? And you can do that by taking this code. Everyone, one person sit here. Come on, everyone. We don't have a lot of time. Class is almost over. One person sits here. Don't kick that water over, or the family will be angry. Come on up, come on up, come on up. Stand right here. We're going to enter the pin. And the pin is, we'll take this over here, excuse me, 1, right, 1, and 2, somebody sit down, now everybody get close to her, everyone get close to her, she needs your help, she's going to need your help, okay, I want you to get a perfect score right now, okay, so our game pin, what is the number? 8-5 what? 859 9. What's next? 4 0 4. Okay, thank you. Okay, right. Here we go. Team America. Let's do it. Remember, you're looking for a perfect score right now. Help each other. Use your notes. Your notes are going to be the reason that you pass this. You need your notes to pass this. Let's do it. And go here. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and here comes the game. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're gonna have to guess on something. Okay, right? Here comes the next one. I need to do better than that.
You have to answer quickly. Yes, you have to choose.
Circle.
Yes.
Good job, everybody. Let's get that perfect score right now. You divide it up. There you go.
You have to have that.
Oh, she's what he was in
Yes. Yes.
Okay. I think you guys are gonna win this, except you missed the first one. Woo! You're getting really good at this now. Dangerously good. It is called what? You almost had it. You almost had it. Whenever I promise stuff, nice job, Team America. Give yourselves a pat.